What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Bring the Juice Colts podcast. Update for you guys. The Colts have just announced they have signed defensive end Damontre Moore. So a little bit of backstory behind Damontre Moore. This guy's basically a veteran. He's been in the league for 7 years now out of Texas A&M. He's 28 years old, 6'4", 260 pounds, which a little small for a defensive end, I would say, at least a little bit on that, but it's not too bad, though. Arm length, 34 3/4 inch arms, so really long arms, 10 1/4 hands, so it's good size on his arms and his hands. So no question the physical attributes of this guy is not bad. But when we're looking at the production of a guy like a Damontre Moore, the numbers are quite confusing. Because in his first 3 years in the league, this guy was a pretty good player. He was a pretty good player, forced a fumble and three forced fumbles in a matter of 3 seasons in the NFL. So, did really well, actually had a fumble recovery, had a grand total of over 12 sacks in his 3 seasons. So, did have some productivity. Had anywhere from, 30 to 50 tackles, so the guy was a little bit productive. But over the last few years, there's not really been a lot to say about Damontre Moore. In 2016, he was with Seattle, played in 4 games, and he didn't start in any games. He has never been a starter on any roster that he's been on. Played in 4 games in 2016, played in 3 in 2017 when he was moved to Dallas, played in 2 games with Oakland when they were still in Oakland in 2018, the Raiders, and then played with San Francisco in 2019, and then played 2 games there, and then played 10 games this last season with Seattle. Okay, so, not a lot of games being played amongst this. And even in the numbers, like I said, in the last 5 seasons, has 2 forced fumbles, has 6. He has 27 tackles in the last 5 seasons. Only has 1.5 sacks. I got to imagine that this guy is more of a competition piece. I got to imagine it. I really don't see something happening with this guy on this roster, because there's really just nothing from a productive standpoint that makes you think that over the last 5 years that this guy's really going to show you anything spectacular. Again, I'm not seeing it. I'm really not seeing it. It's very interesting to see why this is coming up. Not sure if this has to do with somebody getting injured. Not sure if this is just a body in training camp to get some guys adjusted, doing that kind of stuff. But nevertheless, Damontre Moore was signed to the team just recently.